Hello and welcome to another edition of Stock Watch. So we hear that Donald Trump is planning a return back to social media, but only this time with his own platform. So a advisor for the Trump campaign in 2020 has said that he's looking to open his own platform and that this will happen in roughly about 2 or 3 months, and it will be groundbreaking and shake up the way social media is run in general. So very strong words in that respect, and apparently he's been approached by many companies to open an account with them, but we'll have to wait and see what the actual platform will be called and who it's going to be under. So the announcement comes after Trump was permanently suspended by both Twitter and Facebook following his incitement of the US Capitol riots on January the 6th, where unfortunately hundreds of protesters stormed the Capitol building in America. So on this as well, Twitter and Facebook are both reviewing their announcements to ban Trump and seeing if they will actually let him back on their platforms as he is no longer president anymore. So without mentioning Trump by name, Twitter did announce it's reviewing its policies to remain relevant to the ever-changing political landscape and obviously still protecting the health of the public conservation. So the company is seeking both public comment and is consulting with human rights experts as well. A Facebook oversight board is also considering whether to enable Trump's future participation on the both Facebook and Instagram sites, as Trump has reportedly issued an appeal to the board to participate on the company's sites, and a decision is to be made within the next coming week. So lots to kind of have a look on with social media. As I said earlier, Jason Miller, long-time advisor and spokesperson for Trump's 2020 campaign, he was on Media Buzz and, said that President Trump will be returning to social media in 2 or 3 months with his own platform, completely redefine the game and attract tens of millions of new users. So quite strong statements there, and we'll see if it comes into fruition and we'll see how popular it can be. So, just looking at Twitter, it's been on a steady downslide in the last couple of weeks. We're just waiting to see if it's going to pick up. We'll look at the charts shortly, but it's still got a healthy market cap, and the daily range is not really fluctuating too much, so nothing to worry about with Twitter bulls at the moment. So we'll just wait and see what the potentials are. Analyst rating at the moment, it's a steady hold, very conservative. So again, we'll just be seeing if that's going to change in the next few trading weeks, especially as we hear more buzz about the ex-president Donald Trump. And just look on Facebook as well, that's got a steady increase, so that's been quite nice to see on that social media. It's a bit of a role reversal from Twitter, to be honest, so we'll just see if that's going to fluctuate anymore. The daily range there just over $10, so again, looking healthy, looking steady, and we'll see what the potentials are. So the last time I looked at Twitter, we had this very steady upturn in prices. I think the last time I looked, I was looking at this kind of support to see if prices were going to start falling lower. We had a slight hidden bullish divergence on the RSI to keep catapulting prices higher, but as you can see now, I'll just zoom in a bit more for the areas of interest like I usually do. Now we're seeing prices starting to fall down, and the first support, let's say, that I'll be looking at is the top board of this Ichimoku cloud here, and we'll just see if it starts to come down to this kind of range here, roughly about the lower end of the $60, and then if it does pierce that, then naturally I'll be looking to see if it's going to start testing this trend line once again. It's quite a long-term trend line, and when we see peaks and troughs, I always go back a few sessions, but as you can see here, even to the back of 2020, we didn't have these high peaks at the moment. So just looking to see if it's going to start capitulating to the downside, and if it does, then these are the levels that I'll be looking at to put in some nice sell positions. Looking on Facebook as well, they've had a bit of a choppy time recently. I was looking at a slight trend to the downside, but now we're just seeing if that's going to start. It obviously pierced it, and if we're going to start coming down, I'm looking at previous peaks here and here. This is a slight false break on this behalf. If we can puncture the $300, then we can obviously go to further highs, further nice fresh highs. But if prices start waning, then I'll be again looking at this long-term trend line here and probably looking to come down to the region of about $270. So just a few things to look out for in the next few trading weeks. The more we hear about Donald Trump's potential new social media platform, the more Twitter and Facebook might get a little bit apprehensive and, you know, bears might enter the market to push prices lower. So just things to keep in mind in the next few trading weeks. That's all from the Stock Watch today. Thank you very much for joining me. If you have any comments or queries, please feel free to answer the post and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you have a nice trading day ahead, and bye for now.